good evening. Yeah, I quickly want to drop my 2 cents concerning this issue of Iyabo Ojo and the protesters regarding MOHBAD's death. Like, there is this video that is circulating online where a protester gathered some people, and the guy gathered some people to protest with him. I can't remember the name of the guy now. And this guy was saying, put up a placard saying, no go better for Iyabo Ojo. And we were saying that the protest was because they felt Iyabo Ojo was the one that hindered MOHBAD from getting justice for his death. And I was just like, how come? Where is that narrative coming from? Like, there's so much hate towards Iyabo Ojo these days. I don't know why and I don't know how. Like, what did she do exactly to people? What did she do? When MOHBAD passed, in less than 24 hours, the father buried him. He wasn't looking for justice then. He wasn't even given a befitted burial. There was no ceremonial exit for him or something like that. He wasn't mourned enough. Like, as soon as it passed, it wasn't up to 24 hours, maybe 18 hours. The man went and buried him. I think they were interrogated or interviewed the casket person, the guy that sold them the casket, because his neck was bent and the casket that they used for him, it wasn't his size. And the casket guy said, because the size that they met at his store or his shop wasn't his size, and the daddy said he wanted him buried on that day. So they had to go with that undersized casket for him. They couldn't wait for his custom-made casket to be made. So they buried this guy like a peasant. There was no candlelight or anything for him. He died as a star, but he was buried as a peasant, as a nobody. The daddy buried him and it was done. After burial, what else? How do you get justice? It was Iyabo Ojo that came out. Nobody was even thinking of justice for him or anything. What people were complaining about was the where they buried him and the casket that they used for him. That was all they were talking about. Iyabo Ojo was the one that came out that said, no, you can't just bury him in hush, hush, hush like that. He said, no, there must be justice for this guy. She wanted him to be given a befitting burial. Then she wanted justice. She wanted justice for this. It was Iyabo Ojo that raised dust. This boy had been buried already. He had been buried by the father. He had accepted his faith, and buried his son in less than 24 hours in an undersized casket in a shabby area. Iyabo said, no, this is not going to be like that. MOHBAD is a legend. I mean, he's a star. He has to be celebrated. Then he can't just die like chicken like that. There must be justice for him. Iyabo raised this thing. So why are people going against her now? Why are they saying that she was the one that didn't let the MOHBAD get justice? How? When Iyabo was on this thing, it was after Iyabo raised an alarm. It was then that people started saying, okay, justice for MOHBAD, justice for... If it wasn't for Iyabo, he would have been buried in that shallow grave. That's horrible state that the daddy wanted him to be buried, that the daddy buried him in. We saw the video. It wasn't a befitting burial at all. It was after Iyabo Ojo raised this dust and I said, no, we have to give him a good exit or whatever, and we have to know the reason. What happened to him? He must get justice. It was then that people now arrange a candlelight procession for him. So how did Iyabo, what did she do? This is the reason, like Gislawa said, that this is the reason why celebrities don't want to be part of anything. Like Nigerians, once they are envious of somebody, when they see somebody progressing, they just want to attack the person. Because the attack that is coming to um Iyabo Ojo these days, I'm afraid for her. I'm afraid for her family. Like, what did she do? She only said she wanted justice for MOHBAD, and she took it upon herself. And in the process, people scattered the whole of justice for MOHBAD. It was hijacked by people, by her haters. They hijacked it. They didn't let the justice to prevail. They didn't let justice to be served. They started hating on Iyabo just because she's successful. And for the last straw that broke the camel's back is her daughter's wedding. I think that wedding really pained people. Just yesterday, they went like her office got burnt. And before then, she had received a threat letter. What did she do that warrants this? Like, hey, Nigerians. When I suffer go tell, it go long, honestly. Like, if you are trying to tell the truth in Nigeria, they manipulate it quickly. The wicked people hijacks it, and you become the victim. You become the one they are looking for now. Iyabo Ojo now is in problem just because she wanted justice for a boy that died mysteriously. Just because she wanted a befitting burial for somebody that was a star, that was buried like a beggar, like a poor person. This is where Iyabo is having a problem. I've been like I was pained. There was nobody that didn't feel Mohbad's pain. There was nobody that didn't feel the death of that boy. For weeks. Or later when I see the way people were going about it and the thing was dragging, I decided not to follow the story anymore. All of a sudden, that woman, the wife became the suspect, and Iyabo Ojo became they started attacking Iyabo. Different bloggers started getting up and they were cursing Iyabo and her children. For what? I just see this, they're like haters, people that didn't like her, people that were envious of her, and they didn't know how to attack her or how to get to her. They're just using this Mohbad's death as an avenue to unleash their wickedness, their bitterness, their jealousy against this lady. How can somebody get up and bring out a placard, write it, that it will not be well, it will not go better for Iyabo Ojo, because she's the one that didn't let Mohbad get justice? It's very unfair. And if Nigeria was a country that is good with the justice system, the person is supposed to be arrested. When we are talking of a zoo called a country, a nation, everybody can just come up and wake up and do anything and get away with it. I just pray that the Lord will protect Iyabo Ojo. I'm sure that she will be regretting. Yesterday, I didn't even know that there was going to be a placard coming up. There was a day I saw this lady, the Bukky Jesse, the one that lives in the UK. That girl is so terrible. You are a woman. Like definitely you know that she has a personal beef with Iyabo Ojo. Personal hatred for her. I don't watch her, but on that day, her stream, like Facebook suggested her live stream, and I decided to watch her. She was cursing Iyabo Ojo over and over and over and over. Yeah, you didn't let Mohbad do that. I'm just like, but why? How can people just like change stories? How can they just wake up one day and just say, we want to change this narrative, as if we didn't see, like we all witnessed what happened? Mohbad had been buried. The father didn't even bother to inquire or to look for what killed him. He buried him and it was done. In less than 24 hours, people were even dragging the daddy. That's why they do your son like this. Why do you have to let them to break his neck so that the casket can contain him? Why did you let them do this? That was what people were saying online. Iyabo was the one that said no. Apart from burying this guy Shabili, we still need to know what killed him. They had to exhume the body. That was the only mistake Iyabo made, though. That was the only sin he committed, just because he wanted the truth to be out, just because he wanted the perpetrators to be seen and to be brought to book. So is it because people are trying to manipulate the truth from being exposed? Is that why they are directing everything, diverting it all to Iyabo? All of a sudden, they just hijacked it from her. And they turned this against her. I think Mohbad's death should be around 3 years now. I don't know. And since then, Iyabo hasn't rested. People will be cursing her children. For what? How can somebody say that this newly young girl, that Priscilla, that she will get pregnant, something will, God forbid, bad thing. What did she do? She got a threat letter before the wedding of Priscilla, and at the end of the day, her office got burnt 2 days ago. And one idiot came out today bringing out placard. You know, she's not safe, honestly speaking. The hatred that they have for Iyabo Ojo to me, I believe it has gone beyond Mohbad's case. They're just using Mohbad's case as a way of getting into her. They have their rooted hatred for her. She doesn't deserve this. If it wasn't for Iyabo that brought it out that no, this boy must not die like that, she must get justice, that boy would have been buried for good in less than 24 hours that he passed. And at the end of the day, that boy is there in the morgue. Close to 3 years. No justice, no burial, and no peace for Iyabo Ojo. Does she deserve this, guys? Nigerians. Una no go see help out the way you guys are doing. Whoever is trying to help you, to lift you guys out of problem, becomes your enemy. You will know how to manipulate the story, and the person becomes your enemy automatically. You start haunting the person. Can it be because she didn't support your president? She was supporting an Igbo presidential candidate. Why? Iyabo wasn't the one that didn't let Mohbad get justice. People that hijacked it from her were the ones that didn't let that boy get justice. If she had been allowed to do what she wanted to do, she would have been successful. It's now become like money-making business for Mohbad's family, the father and the rest of them. It now became like a Mohbad nation, that maybe like, I don't know, Mole nation, but what do they call them? They're contributing money, and now they now see how can like an army of bitter people be antagonizing one person that came out with good hearts, that like she put herself in front of this wall, like I want to see the solution to this problem. I want to see the perpetrator, the person that killed this guy. And now she's a victim. She's not the one that you guys are looking for. Huh? She doesn't have peace in her home anymore. You guys are cursing her children for offense she never committed. It's so unfair, Nigerians. It is unfair. Iyabo Ojo does not deserve this thing that you guys are doing to her. She doesn't deserve it. She only came out to help. She wasn't the one that killed Mohbad. She didn't prevent Mohbad from getting justice. She wanted justice for Mohbad, and you guys scattered it. It's not fair. It is not fair at all. This is where I'm going to end it, because I just came out to say my own. to just put my own 2 cents. I know I have few people, but this is my own 2 cents. Guys, thank you for joining. Help me to share, like, and subscribe, please, if you have not subscribed. So thank you, David Afolabi. Thank you very much. Good evening. Thanks for watching. God bless you. Bye, guys. Bye, everyone. Thank you. It's a very short live. Just came out to rant. Thank you very much, everyone. Bye, 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 bye.